Shalom. This is Hawu. So today is Friday, I think. I'm not sure, but I think it is Friday. But the people of our people, you are drawing a line in the sand on yourself by when you. So listen. All of our people that go down to that parade and pretty much worship the Eagles, because that's what's going to happen. Worship Caesar, worship Rome. So that whole game was an energy thing. So here, let me explain to y'all how this shit works. A lot of us don't understand that we have some serious power. And when I mean power, I mean some serious power. I mean, we ain't get to the point where we got lightning shooting out our ass and stuff, but we do have a lot of power, especially in numbers. So, if you think about it, there are a lot, and I mean a lot of Hebrews in Philadelphia and outside of Philadelphia, Delaware, Jersey. A lot. It's a lot of energy. So you get the people to think that it's about community, right? This is why they had certain people go on certain interviews to talk about it's about us coming together, us being one, us this, I that. We ain't getting all that. I'm just saying, right? It's, you gotta have the people that you set up to lead the other people in one direction, so they can obtain the divine energy, right? The divine spark. So everything on this plane reacts to us because we are from the plane. Like when your mother birthed you, you are part of your mother. You are flesh of her flesh. You will create her flesh created your flesh. If you understand what I'm saying, the spirit, the life force, that's what your dad gives to you. Your dad gives you life. Your mother creates the house that the life dwells in. So you are flesh of her flesh. So when the Most High took Adam and formed Adam from the ground, he's flesh of the earth. His flesh come from the earth, as do we, right? So, and the problem is where they tricked our women to have y'all think that y'all all life come through y'all. That's not how it don't work. It don't work the way they telling you. So the beginning, this is the thing. The Most High created the source. The source. He had to create a vessel that can be healed and cured by his creation. That's why he made the earth. He made everything that dwells in it, the plants, all those things. That's why he said, I made every herb and everything for meat and for healing, right? So he did all those things. And then when he took Adam and he formed Adam from the dust of the ground, from the earth. He formed Adam from the earth, right? When he did that, right? Now that means that Adam is one with the earth. Then he's one with the earth. So that means anything on the earth can heal him and sustain him. This is why we're so connected to the earth, right? Why we're copper, because that comes from the earth. So and then he breathed the life. He breathed life force into us. So he breathed his life force into us. This is how Adam became a living being, a soul, right? So now, when Adam was alone, which he knew Adam couldn't be alone because he wanted offspring. The Most High wanted to fill the earth with so he filled the earth with a lesser being, and then he created gods to maintain and dress the earth. and you would teach the lesser beings how to do the same thing, right? So the problem is with us is that the only ones that's supposed to be worshiping the Most High is us. We're the ones that's supposed to worship Him, and then everybody else come under and through us. This is what they did with the Zeus god. They took us and put us out the equation and put Him in place. That's what they did. That's why He said, anybody that has to go to the Father has to come through me. It's the same shit, y'all. If they want to go to the Father, they have to come through us. They put Him in place of us. All that stuff. He's been whipped for our iniquities. We was whipped. It's that you gotta watch how the Most High speak, and they play games with words. Like I told you, they went from singular back to plural, back to singular, but it's speaking about a nation of people, but they tricking you and got you thinking it's talking about a man. That's why it's called a stumbling block. The ones that the Most High want, you're gonna get it. Because He said you were chosen before you were even born. So He knows what and who you are. And you're going to get it because you're going to hear His voice. And you're going to be able to decipher the bullshit that they've been trying to lay on you. And then you know, you have some of us that will be able to decipher it. And there's some of us that will hear us decipher it. And they'll be able to understand it and also, you know, come under what they need to come under. So this is what's going on. So now he so like I said, he gave life unto Adam, right? So Adam's a living being, right? Then He took, which they tell you it's a rib, but I'll tell you it's blood. So He took a rib and some blood, whatever, how you want to turn it, and He created Eve, right? And if you think about it, so Eve was created from the divine, so Eve was created from the earth also, because Adam's flesh comes from the earth. So Eve was created so that there can be these more of these divine beings on the earth. So now Eve will be able to carry that divine seed, that spark, that vessel, right? So now what happens is this. When a man lays down with a woman, he goes and, not a woman, but he lays down with a Hebrew woman. He transfer that spirit into the woman, right? That brain with a spinal cord. When that brain and the spinal cord hits that blood, it don't hit a bone, it hit blood. Think about what I'm saying to you. You see what I'm saying? They telling you it's a bone. I'm telling you it's blood. Because life is in the blood. It's not in the bone. So when that spirit hits that blood, that sperm has a genetic marker embedded in it. That spirit has genetics on it. It's spiritual. And what that spirit does is it tells the woman's body, the sperm, it tells the woman's body how to create the vessel that is going to house it. Certain height, certain this, certain texture of hair, certain everything. The whole thing, right? This is why the Most High say, before you were in the womb, I knew you, right? So, boom. Now, you got that, right? So now, the woman's body is creating the house for the spirit. She's creating the house for the spirit. And in that 9 months, you see it turn from a blood clot to 2 blood clots, from 2 to 4 to 6 to 8, on and on. And then, of course, you see the embryo, right? So you see that. So then, once the baby is created, then she Then the baby starts picking up characteristics and things like that. The baby starts moving and all that. They tell you that this baby is not alive at a certain amount of time, and I'm telling you that baby is alive the minute that man's sperm goes into that body. The minute that man's sperm enters that body, because that's a living being that's entering into a woman. That is a living being, right? Entering into a woman. So once that living being enters into that woman, that's life. They're destroying life, and they know it. So now the next thing is this. So now the woman, the baby being born or whatever, so forth, so we got all that, right? I'm sorry, I'm just getting so sidetracked and doing all this stuff and looking around and trying to make sure nobody's gonna try to run up and get themselves shot, trying to rob me or something. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Because I got stuff to do, people to see, and all that. But I'm sorry, let me get back to what I'm talking about. So, all right, so this is how we are created, and all the other beings are created, but we're different because we were taken from the dirt. We were taken from that red clay that they talk about in the 5 Heartbeats, or the Temptations. That clay that they was talking about putting salt on and stuff. Yep. So we have a divine connection, right? So now, technically, we should be able to control anything that comes out of this earth. The problem is, we don't know we can do it. So that means, that's why it says no weapon. Their weapon's not going to work. It says you're going to get thrust through and nothing's going to happen and all this. You got to think about it. Your weapon's not going to work because it's going to get to a point when we really wake up and our eyes are really open and we return to what we are. Their guns, their metals, their swords, we should be technically able to turn them back to their natural mineral state before their eyes, because it comes from the earth and we were taken from the earth. And the thing that gets up the head up is because we have the divine spark from the Creator, right? Now, what's going on with this football game is this not the football game, this parade. If you get enough of us together and we all on one accord, you can actually make things happen because we're willing it to happen. Remember, everything is controlled. The earth is a system. It's a living being. And if your children are crying, like think about it, if you got 5 kids and your 5 children are crying that they're hungry, aren't you going to feed them? Yeah. So now you got damn near all these people down there, our people down there wanting something to show praise to the eagle, to put the eagle back over top of you. So listen, this is the thing, right? So right now, Kendrick Lamar in the halftime show was showing that the corporation is done, right? The parade is saying we're going to try to manipulate them again, to take over again, to see if we can get it back. Let's see if we can trick them to put us back over top of them. That's what this is what's going on. So you got to think about it. The eagle against the chief. Who would be the chief? The Red Chiefs, the Redskins, the Chiefs, whatever the fucking name is. The chief ain't, that's indigenous. They red. We're the red people. Then you got the eagle. The eagle represents Greek and Rome, right? Who is the king of Rome? Caesar. Did they not have it at Caesar something or something like that? When the game had some Caesar thing? So it was all symbolism. So now that Caesar has won the war, right? Now they're going to go and praise Caesar and give thanks to Caesar for winning the land back from the red man. You feel what I'm saying? You got me? So what they're trying to do, and it's not going to work, because this is the thing, right? There's one thing when there's a judgment out against us, and we don't, whatever we do, we're gonna pay for it, right? There's another thing when the Creator decreed that the judgment is over. So what they're trying to do is use us to bypass the decree of the Creator so that they can still have control. It's a last ditch. They trying anything. And this is why, if you notice, at a certain time, certain things started happening. At a certain time, certain year, celebrities started getting arrested all of a sudden for touching booty and all that. And I'm telling y'all, kid booty, grown booty, everything, all kinds of booty. And I'm telling you, this whole government system plays in booty. All kinds of booty. They all know what the fuck was going on. They've been knew. The problem is they're telling you that, oh, we're going to make it right. No, they're not. They're slowly but surely taking their people and bringing them down into their escape holes in the ground. Their little palaces that they built in the earth to make it look like out here, because they know their asses can't be out here. They know they can't. And they know that there is a judgment coming. And they don't give a fuck about nobody else. So all the other people that was doing all the fuck shit to keep them in power, that's your problem. As far as they concerned, you're not one of us. What they say, they not like us. You're not one of us. So you just got to deal with what you got to deal with. And this is, I'm talking about the other races, the Caucasians, the Indians, all these other people. Y'all, they got to deal with what's coming. They literally said, thank you, fuck you very much. They're going down in their bunkers. All these men are not in prison. You believe that? If you believe Harvey Weinstein, is his name Harvey Weinstein? The other guy, the Epstein boy with the island. You believe that man is gone and he was hung in a, imagine that. No, my man, listen, I'm going to tell you how. So, you seen the movie where the black guy's walking down the street and you look at the sun and there's actually a damn machine going across the sky because they live underground in the town? That's what they got going on down there. They got this whole thing set up like that. They really do. It's a whole situation down there. They really done built them a second Earth underground because they know they ass in trouble. And now they done got to the point where they done dug up all the technology and what's that stuff when you pretty much reversed it so they can know how to work it, so they can try to transfer their consciousness into these machines, because they don't want to die. They know if they pass, it's their ass. So that's one thing. They don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? This, because y'all got to understand, these robots, all the shit they telling you that they invented, they haven't invented nothing. It's old. It's old. They just did not know how to work it. So it take time. They had to break it down and figure it out, because most of the stuff that we were creating was in tune with the earth. So it's not, see, all right, listen, let me explain something to y'all. We come from the earth, so everything we make works in tandem with the earth. There's stones that we have that would get hot with another, if you add another stone next to it, and you could literally turn it into a goddamn laser or melt rock or something. There's things that we knew that they don't know. that work together to do certain things. So when they finding stone tablets and emeralds and all this stuff, they don't know how to work this stuff because it's not for them. And I'll prove it to you. What did the Most High tell Cain? The earth will not wield her strength unto you. That's talking about every fucking thing. And that's talking about his kin too. His children too. Nobody from his line, the earth will not do shit for them. Meaning that they can plant a seed and that bitch will never grow. Meaning that we can go and pick up 2 stones and it can do something, some old little light or whatever, and it won't do it for them. It'll be like having an old ass rock in the hand. Everything that the earth produces for us will not produce for them. That's what's going on. So it is a lot. When I tell y'all, it is so much shit that we don't know. It's gonna have you like, holy shit. It is. It's a lot. And this is a last ditch chance. They trying. They like, look, let's just see if we can pull this shit off. Like, let's try. If not, listen, we gotta get down in them fucking bunkers. Cause our time up. And we do not want to be, here, let me give you a little brain refresher. What does it say in Isaiah? It says they will flee into the mountain and tell the mountain to fall on us, to cover us from the face of him that sits on the throne. Now, wow. So let me just say this. Let me just think for a second. Let me just give you a little brain thing fart. Why would somebody run into a mountain, the mouth of a mountain, ask a mountain to fall on them? Right? Because they tell you it's a rock. It's not real, right? But they want this mountain to fall on them, to cover them from the face of him that sits on the throne, right? So if you have a narrow mind, the first thing you're going to think about is somebody flying around in a goddamn Mobius chair and shit, right? That's a comic book reference. You would think some stupid shit like that. But what I'm saying unto you is this. Those chunks that's falling out the sky, when the sky roll back like a scroll, when it opens up, you're going to look up and you're going to see that thing that they've been telling you that they black out. When you looking up in the heavens and they telling you it's the sun out in outer space, but they black the sun out and they give you a CGI sun. And you see the fire coming out the sides of the black one. That's going to be the Most High sitting on his throne. That's what you're going to see. That's why they black it out. Because they know what the fuck that is. It's not a ball of fire spinning around in a circle. It's the Creator sitting on his throne. And they black it out because they don't want you to see that shit. And what they do, they give you a fake sun. It's called a sun simulator. It's the simulation of the sun. And they telling you all these hot spots and all this bullshit. Now, when you get a chance, go on NASA and go and do it where you can look at the sun. And what you're going to see is a big ass black circle, and you're going to see little flames coming out the side because they black it out. Why? Why would you black out the sun? It's just the sun. Why are you giving us a simulator, but you won't show us the real sun? Why? Is that not a space? Ain't that what you say? Don't you say that? That's what you say. So why you can't show us the sun? Oh, my fault, because it ain't the sun. Because it's the Most High sitting on his throne, and it's all fire. And it's a man, an image of a man, sitting on the throne. That's what it is. And you know it, and you don't want us to see it, because what that'll do is make the whole fucking earth get in line ASAP. Oh shit, this shit real. We gotta repent. Oh, wait a minute, what? The black people who? Oh, fuck that. Come on, let's go. Give them back their shit. Fuck that. Did y'all see what the fuck? Y'all seen that? Yeah, I saw it. Okay, get them back they fucking land. Pack everything. That chair belong to them. Get them that fucking chair. Give them everything. I don't give a fuck what it is. I don't give a fuck if it's a strip of toilet paper. Give it to them. We out of here. We leaving. I can't fight that. That's what they gonna be tripping about. If they would have seen that, that's what they gonna say. We cannot fight that. And then when the sky open up, when it's too late, that's what you gonna see. The people that they gonna leave stuck out here gonna say, mountains fall on us and cover us from the face of him that sit on the throne. And that's what you gonna see. And the whole world is going to see it. Because the Most High is not no little dude. He is really big. Really big. Think about it. He placed Moses in the mountain and shut it and left it and walked past so Moses could see his hind parts, the back of him. Why? Think about that. Yeah. This shit gonna get real quick. But listen, y'all. I enjoy doing this. Y'all have to leave me some comments, yo. I like to hear people, well, read what your thoughts are. You know, I do. And it's amazing because you can really see that the Creator is opening up his people's eyes. He really is. And some of us have some serious knowledge and know some stuff that other people don't know. And you know, when you start to look into stuff, when if I bring something to your attention, then and you look into it and you see what I'm talking about, you know, you say to yourself, oh shit, how the fuck, like that, wow. You know what I'm saying? It's just like with this, right? Let me just give you a little food for thought before I go. Do y'all know why they gave y'all the universe thing and the planets, and it's billions of planets, and we are 100 trillion, billion, million, zillion, billion, trillion light years away from another galaxy, and you know, you can do this and do that, and you're on a ball and it's spinning around this one little tiny solar system. We ain't nothing but a speck, because it destroys the Creator concept. It's like really minute that there would be a Creator that is sitting there worrying about our little speck ass in this large. So let's just do this. This steering wheel is the total universe, right? And that dot is us. And I'm the Creator. And I created all this stuff. Hold on, y'all. So yeah, this whole thing is I created this, right? And that little dot is us, right? You really think I'm gonna worry about that little dot? But let's just say this whole circle is us, and I created this whole circle. Wouldn't I worry about the circle? You see the difference? They know what they be doing. That universe shit get rid of the Most High concept. Hold on, y'all. Let me go talk to this man. Hold on. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to get some keys so I can go do some work. Yeah. But yeah, guys, I mean, listen, think about it. Think about that. Like, wouldn't that make more sense to you? If if the whole creation is if this whole thing is about this, right? So, like I said, if you in this giant place and you this little white dot, why do you matter? You know what I'm saying? Why do you matter? Why would you be important? But if you are the entire space, wouldn't that make more sense? Wouldn't you matter? That would make a whole lot of sense, right? Because that means you're important because you're the only thing. You're the creation, right? You're in the center of all. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, listen, y'all. We gotta, you gotta get out of this evil shit that they got us in. Cause what they really got us doing is so fucking evil, man. It's like telling your mom that she didn't have you. You was created in the lab after she carried your black ass around for 9 months and went through all that shit to push you out. And then went through all that extra shit to take care of you. You know, your mom and your daddy. And you sitting there talking about, Mr. So-and-so said he made me in a lab, in a test tube. That's my daddy. Like, that's how you, that's the mindset they got us on. When you sit here talking all this universe shit and, like, you know what I mean? It's, come on, man. You got to get back to the spiritual stuff because you got to think about it, right? If there's no creator, right? Then where did these fucking entities come from? Where these dark entities come from that's just in these other people's houses because they really not in our houses. I mean, they come in our houses. They do. But they don't fuck with us like they fuck with them. They really don't. They mess with us, but they don't mess with us like they mess with them. I mean, they'll come in our crib and do a little of this, a little of that. But when they, you know, they don't throw fucking doors around and knock shit over and humping the motherfucker in the bed and all that crazy shit. They don't do that to us. I mean, the only time you see when you not connected at all and you don't have no type of spirituality, yeah, you get attacked. Like when that John was in my house, it never did anything. I just saw it and I didn't want it in there. I just saw it and I'm like, nope, I don't want that shit in my house. I don't want to be looking at no damn little thing running through my damn, you know what I'm saying? Running around my damn house. Fuck out of here now, get your ass out of here. So, yeah, man. You gotta, you know, you gotta come down to the get down, y'all. You gotta understand that this shit is it's real serious, y'all, and it's gonna get real. And you know, you got brothers out here that's screaming at the top of their lungs, and y'all, sisters, I hate that. Like, you know, it's sad, right? Because I know, like, a lot of times women think that we be coming down on y'all, like we picking on y'all, right? But y'all don't understand how important y'all are to the creation. Y'all are important. Don't let nobody tell you you're not important. You are. If you wasn't important, you wouldn't have been created. So don't let nobody tell you that, because the problem is this. You are way more powerful when you are in the role that you were created for. You have power. You have a lot of power. Even when you out of order, you have power. But you have way more power in the role that you were created for. You got to think, the people that hate you have you out of order. They have you out of order, and they want to take your place. They want to take your place. And I mean, y'all, when I tell you, it's getting so bad for these other, like the Caucasian races, y'all, and other races, that I heard something about. They had a bunch of women kidnapping them, had them like on breeding grounds, like literally popping taking their eggs and trying to, like, the fuck? Because nobody's making me having kids. And they getting worried about being extinct, but it's like, y'all ain't nothing you can do about it. The judgment has been called. It has. The judgment is out, y'all. So, I mean, look. I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't. I'm just telling you, sisters, you have way more power if you act in the role that you were created for. I mean, the fucking thing I don't get, that don't make no sense, and I don't know if y'all thinking about it or y'all even sat back and thought about it, but you say that you don't want to be a slave to somebody, which I don't understand how you feel being submissive to somebody you supposed to love is slavery. I don't understand that, but you saying this shit, but then you go and you be a slave anyway to somebody else for money. It just don't make sense to me. If you will get up and make coffee and jump up early in the morning and run out the door to get to a job, to do what you told and do this man's bidding, you're a slave. If that's how you want to word it. Because what you're saying to yourself is you're not going to do it for no man that lives in a house with you, that literally, if somebody comes in there, he puts his life on the line for you. He will stand in front of a bullet. He will do all these things for you. You know what I'm saying? He'll give you his last. He will, if you are in the role that you were created for, because your femininity has a lot of power. It does. If a man come home and he know that he can literally release himself on you, and I'm not talking about that, I'm talking about just like let go of everything on you, and he can trust in you, and you are his pillow, you're gonna get any and everything you want. You will get whatever the hell you want. But when a man come home and it's like he dealing with another fucking man, you're not going to get shit. And you're going to get cheated on and everything else, because you're acting like a fucking man, and a man is going to look for a woman. Because it's natural to look for a woman. So you gotta, the more, and I'm gonna tell you the beautiful part about it, the more modest you are, which is more covered up, you get more respect, and the more feminine you are, you get more love. Now men love. The love ain't what you think love should be. See, you were taught that love is buying and doing this and doing that. That's not love. It's not. Love is when you fall and you call me and I drop everything and come to your fucking aid and pick you up off the ground and you on the other side of the city. That's love. Love is when something happens, or there's a noise, and I get out the bed in my underwear with a gun in my hand to make sure nobody's going to hurt my wife and children. That's love. That's love. Love is not going to the fucking store buying you a goddamn pocketbook. That's not love. That's vain. That shit is vain. It's vanity. That doesn't prove anybody can buy you something. That doesn't prove shit. Anybody can buy you something. If I lay my life on the line for you, isn't that more love that I would lay my life on the line versus me running around trying to buy you a fucking bag? That's vain. And to say that to a man is crazy. You telling a man that he don't love you because he won't spend money on you. And he know he has a responsibility to maintain the house and everything that goes on in the house. And you think, oh, you don't love me because you won't go spend money. That's weird. Versus his ass getting up, walking around in his damn drawers in the fucking cold with a gun in his hand because you heard a noise. You ever try to fight somebody with no fucking clothes on? With no shoes on and shit? Don't work too well. You be sliding every goddamn where. Especially if somebody start bleeding. So, you know, I mean, you got to start evaluating what the world is telling you love is and what love is. You do. You really need to start looking at what's really going on out here. Because they are tearing us down piece by piece. And y'all are not getting the picture. Y'all see these, y'all, it's other races snatching your men up like a fucking, like they kidnappers. These other races are snatching your men up like they're fucking kidnappers. And you still talking about some fucking money. And then my thing is this, like I always say, if the dollar crashed tomorrow, now what? What you gonna do then? What you gonna find valuable then? Because the $100,000 a year and all that other shit go out the window. So now what's gonna be valuable? You gotta start thinking. You're being set up. You're being set up. You're being set up. You're gonna get. They are going to set it where your ass is going to be left out in the cold and they will have free reign to do what they want with your ass. Because it's going to get to a point where our men, they're going to start not caring. They're going to start not caring. They're going to start saying, what is the point? You don't respect me. You don't see any value in me when I'm showing you value. The only thing you see valuable is if I hand you a piece of paper. That's the only thing. So why should I waste and risk my life for you and you don't appreciate it? The only thing you appreciate is the little piece of cotton they give us and tell you rich by having that. And then you're going to get to the part where it says, I have my own money. I have my own house. I have food. Please, just give me your last name to take away my reproach. Because they out here kidnapping us and killing us. And nobody will help us. Only if we submit to you and become your wife. It's the only time they won't touch us. And so many of y'all are not going to change your status. You're going to follow them right to the grave. You're going to sit there and say, I don't have to do that. And then you're going to find out why you did have to do it. You're going to sit there and say, I'm not listening to you. Y'all, who y'all? Y'all ain't got no power. Y'all this, y'all that. And it's going to turn around and bite you in your ass. Alright, I got to go, though. Let me get to work. Alright, y'all. Shalom.